Mr. Bergman here. I wanted to talk to you about next year. I know it's only September, but it's never really too early to think about your future and what's going on. And students often have these kinds of questions anyway. So I wanted to make sure you got all this information early so that we have an entire year to kind of think about it and plan for it and know where you are and feel good about what's your future and your options and opportunities and all those things. So if you want to, you can go to Google Classroom, you can find our class, and you can find placement for next year. And it is, that's where all this information is housed, but I wanted to let's talk about it. So students who maintain an 85% in Honors Algebra 2 will rise to pre-calculus next year. Check out the math sequence. We've got 3 tracks. There's a college prep track, and there's an honors track, and there's an accelerated track, and this is us right now in Honors Algebra 2. Maybe you have some friends in these other tracks. Then, next year, you will, if everything goes well, and I'm sure it will, then we'll go to Honors Pre-Calculus next year, and that's the next class. The class after that, in 2 years, some students will opt to take AP Calculus AB, which is an advanced placement class, and some students will take Honors Calculus. And your teacher for next year will talk to you more about that, but I just want to let you know what the end of the sequence, what it leads to. There are some students, maybe every year, maybe 1, 2, or 3 students who are like, you know what, I really want to be in the accelerated track. The accelerated track is they cover a lot of information and it's quite difficult. But there's some students who feel like they want that kind of a challenge. And if that's you, then we can talk about what you would need to start doing now in September to bump up to the track for pre-calculus BC. But that's not most people. That's most of you are well placed here in this honors track. Additionally, any students who wish to have access to AP statistics must meet these requirements to be considered. So AP statistics is an elective, and everyone's going to have to take some electives. And if you're a math or if you're a STEM person, then you might want your electives to be in the STEM field or in the math field, and AP Stats is a great one. Then we also have honors stats and like I think 3 or 4 different flavors of statistics, but AP Statistics is the highest one and the one that requires you to take an advanced placement test at the end. It's a hard class, and we want to make sure that people aren't enrolled that are going to be in over their heads. So you got to make sure you have at least an 85% in Honors Algebra 2 or Algebra 2. Then we find that when students take the PSATs in October and they score a 550 in math and also a 550 in English reading and writing, then that just indicates to us that they're not going to be in over their heads. This is not a strict requirement. It used to be. If you've heard rumors that if you score any lower than this, then you can't take AP Stats, then those rumors are wrong. But this is just an indicator to us, like, is the student going to be well suited for a very difficult class, or are they going to be in over their heads? Well, the PSATs are one indicator of that. So then those are usually given in October. Then you just need a strong intrinsic interest in math as evidenced by class participation. If we kind of get a green light in all 3 of these things, then we can think about whether or not you should take AP Statistics as your elective, as one of your electives that you'll take. So that's it. If you have any questions or anxieties or thoughts, or you just want to have a conversation about where you are, please see me. I'm always happy to talk about what's best for all my students. So take care, and I'll see you in class.